Hello, gorgeous souls. Hope you're having a great start to your week. And I am coming to you after a wildly emotional morning, tons of anxiety and moving through that emotion. And I really wanted to speak into this because I think it's something that really helps to ground us and to help support us when we are moving through a lot of emotion and different experiences that we may be navigating, particularly transitions like perimenopause or burnout or exhaustion or grief or life transitions in any way, shape or form. All of those things can be wildly destabilizing, and it can feel like it takes some time to regain momentum or regain traction in our life areas. And that can be just in one life area or perhaps in lots of life areas. So it might be just with our health, or it might be in our career, it could be in our relationships, or it could be in any other area of life that's important to you. Taking time to really acknowledge the ways that you are moving forward and to really celebrate and notice and appreciate the small things can honestly be life-changing when we're navigating a lot. Often we can be really hard on ourselves and think, well, I'm not there yet, so I've just got to keep going. And we get into this really grind energy or push or hustle energy. And the more that we can stop to pause, to appreciate, to take in those precious moments, it actually gives us emotional fuel to keep going. And I am a huge fan of the fist bump. A little, yay, go me, yes, got that done, yes, ticked another thing off the list. Those sorts of things can be definitely helpful, but I want to ensure that this is not about productivity or about how much that you get done in a day. This really is stopping to notice the important moments in life. And yesterday I had the privilege and the blessing of taking care of my granddaughter for a few hours, and it's interesting, my daughter always says to me, once she's asleep, go pop her down in a cot if you want, and do whatever you're wanting. And I just really love to embrace those cuddles and snuggles with my grandbaby, simply because as a mum, I know that I felt like I couldn't take the time to have those moments. And it wasn't that I didn't ever have those moments, but often I'd be like, okay, they're asleep now, what's next, what have I got to do? And we miss out on so much of life, so much of the juice, so much of the fuel, the emotional fuel, and the purpose and the meaning when we're rushing, when we're just like, okay, what's next? And the really difficult part about all of this is that often when we aren't celebrating the smaller things, we often dismiss or just glide over, the big things in life. And we don't take time to fully celebrate those things, or to be like, okay, yep, I got that done. What's next now? And this can leave us feeling quite hollow. It can make us feel quite robotic. And like I said, really miss out on the deeper meaning and purpose for life. What really matters to you, what's important to you, what are your deeper values? All of those things are so incredibly important when we take time to connect with ourselves, when we take time to take a deep breath, to notice the sun on our face, to just enjoy that moment of holding a cuppa in the sunshine perhaps, to look at the evening stars, to see the full moon, which is literally tonight. Just taking those moments to look at our child's face or our grandchild's face, to really appreciate the small things. Because the more that we can do that, as I said, it provides the emotional fuel, it provides the emotional depth and meaning to be able to have the resilience to know what's important to us, to keep going when life does feel hard, when it does feel difficult to keep going. And it reminds us of, acts like an anchor, but in a really good way of grounding, centering, and helping us move forward with traction in a sustainable, steady way. Hope that's been truly helpful for you. Lots of love. Let me know how I may be able to help you, what you're struggling with, support. Please drop a comment below if you would like me to do a live video on a particular topic or an area that perhaps you're feeling challenged in. Would love to help you out, and sending lots of love. And this is the first thing I do with all of my coaching clients. It's like, what are your celebrations for this week? I think as a society, we have been taught celebrating is wrong. So the more that we can take time to really celebrate ourselves, and honestly, the best way that I can describe self-love or a feeling of self-love is that feeling of feeling proud of ourselves, feeling proud of who we are or how we're showing up in life or what we got done or just who we're being. I think is really just that sense of pride, that sense of feeling proud is the closest thing I think that describes self-love as well. So take care of you. Lots of love. Bye for now.